And the next race I'd like to call is the Kansas Representative 41st District for Pat Proctor.
First of all, I want to thank God Almighty for putting this in front of me, whether I was ready or willing to do it or not, and just keep it put in front of me every time I turn to try to do something else. It's been the honor of my life to be able to serve the people of Leavenworth, Fort Leavenworth, and Kickapoo in the Kansas House. The people that I've been able to meet and the lives that I've been able to change because this opportunity that's been given to me by the Lord and by you. No matter what happens in the rest of my life, that's going to be one of the high points of my life, is the opportunity to serve you in this way. I want to thank a few people. First of all, I want to thank my beautiful wife, Reid, for all of the stuff that she's put up with. I'll tell you, I take grief, but I got a thick skin. I got called a lot worse, got shot at by people in the Army, and I can take it. But they don't come after me, they come after the business, and they come after my wife. And she is a trooper. I'll tell you what, if I posted every comment that she wanted me to post in response to everything we said about her, I'll tell you what, she's a tough lady, and she stood by my side through this whole journey, and I love you, baby. Thank you very much. I also want to thank my treasurer, Mary Wood. She came on when Linda tragically passed, right before the reporting deadline, and it was a lot of really, really hard work trying to catch up and get that first report in, and then it was immediately time to start on the next one. And I could not do this without her, because this is a really tough district to run in, and I'm always out. I can't be crunching numbers, and she just makes it seamless, and so I want to thank her. I also want to thank all those folks that have been out there knocking on doors, putting out signs, all those things that you've done to help us get to this point. I'm just humbled. Every time I ask for help, all the folks that come out and help, it really is humbling that you put your faith and confidence in me to serve you, and that you do the work to allow me to serve you, and I just can't say thank you enough. But hey, I would like to thank Robert Owens for standing up to run. This is not an easy thing when you put your hat in the ring, or throw your hat in the ring, or throw your hat over the wall, or whatever, pick your metaphor, and you stand up to serve your neighbors. And so I thank him for standing up and running, and I'd like to thank him for running a good race. Now the real work begins. I'm the first Republican re-elected in the 41st District. I did the math the other day. It's either 1996 or 1994, but it was Clyde Graber, the late great Clyde Graber, who was a political mentor of mine when I first got into politics before he tragically passed. And so we've got another Democrat challenger. And once again, for the third time in a row, we are a nationally targeted seat because the Democrats at the national level are trying to break the Republican supermajority in Kansas so that Governor Kelly doesn't have to fight off vetoes or fight veto overrides when she's vetoing lowering your property taxes, when she's vetoing saving children from being mutilated in the altar of gender ideology. So when she's vetoing fairness in women's sports so that women have a fair playing field and aren't boxing in a ring with grown men. We have a razor-thin supermajority in both houses. So we've got to hold on to every seat that we've got, and they've got a good opponent selected. She's Democrat as Democrat can be. It was in favor of the pay raise for legislators. She was in favor of gender mutilation surgery and men competing in women's sports. She's in favor of no cash bails and not arresting domestic violence abusers, taking them out of the home when the cops come to respond to domestic violence. She is all those things, you know, that you see on TV. She's a New York lawyer, and she wants to bring New York justice right here to Leavenworth. So, you know, thank you everybody for getting us to this point. We've got another tough fight ahead of us, and I would be honored to have your continued support. Thank you.